TomoNews presents Aliens, UFOs, and Mysterious Extraterrestrial Megastructures.
Alien theorists claim to see crab facehugger in Martian cave. NASA's Mars Curiosity rover has picked up some pretty interesting images of the red planet. The latest fascinating image includes one feature that space enthusiasts say looks very similar to a facehugger from the movie Alien, or a giant crab. Can you see it? Here's a closer look courtesy of UFO. Scientists say that seeing recognizable animals or objects in clouds or rock formations is a psychological response called pareidolia. That's why people can see things that aren't there. But what if a giant crab-like creature did live on Mars? That means there's got to be water there too, or the potential for all kinds of life forms to exist in the harsh environment on the fourth planet from the sun. David Lazarus from the Los Angeles Times tweeted, "Rock on Mars that looks like hideous crab monster identified by scientists as just a rock." This isn't the first time an image from Mars has stirred up us Earthlings. Back in 1976, NASA's Viking 1 orbiter snapped a picture of what appeared to be a face staring back from the Martian surface. It turned out that was just a rock too.
Mysterious 260-foot wide hole appears in northern Siberia. The discovery of an enormous crater on the Yamal peninsula in northern Siberia has triggered an intense debate surrounding its formation. The oval-shaped crater sits nearly 3,000 kilometers east of Moscow. It measures 30 meters in diameter, is around 70 meters deep, and has a lake at its base, 80% of which scientists say appears to be made up of ice. Two popular theories have emerged, explaining how the hole was formed. One theory posits that the hole was created by internal forces, the result of a global warming-related underground explosion caused by the mixture of gas, water, and salt. The other theory hypothesizes the hole was created by a pingo, or a hill formed around a buried chunk of ice in regions of permafrost. In geological formations such as these, the ice pushes through the surface and gradually thaws as it is exposed to the sun, leaving behind a large hole. The crater is located some 30 kilometers away from Bovanenkovo gas field, which suggests it was not likely man-made. Scientists reportedly still need to conduct a number of additional tests in order to debunk some of the wilder theories surrounding the formation of the crater. Other famous massive sinkholes include the Bio-Corn sinkhole in Louisiana, the Corvette Swallower in Kentucky, the Gates of Hell in Turkmenistan, and the seemingly bottomless sinkhole that appeared in Guatemala City in 2010.
Did NASA cut off an International Space Station camera feed showing UFOs leave Earth? A YouTube video claiming to show UFOs leaving Earth has gone viral. So what's the proof in the pudding? Are Mulder and Scully on the case? Have our alien overlords finally come to take us back into that starry sky? This is the video here. Can't see it? Don't worry, Mr. Enigma from YouTube has got you covered with a close-up. Here's a view of another one. And here's another view of our alien masters. The NASA feed from the International Space Station cuts off as the objects exit Earth's atmosphere. So far, the video has received over 800,000 views on YouTube. One commenter wrote in reply, "NASA, never a straight answer." Another wrote, "Just another SpaceX try." And another references Mothra, the classical Japanese kaiju monster. Sick reference, dude.
Mysterious alien-looking thingy found in woman's yard. This is the bizarre creature a Californian woman says she found right outside of her house in San Jose. Struggling to understand what on earth that was, the woman posted the picture online. Needless to say, the internet community went wild. It's for sure an alien, some said. But is it really? Couldn't it just be, like this user thinks, an animal fetus? Like the fetus of a deer. Or of a cow. Or maybe it's a half-eaten Sphinx cat. Gianna Peponis is convinced not only that it's an alien, but that she might even be in danger. Others, however, think she could either be a butcher, or just a nutso person wanting to grab some attention with pictures that are not even hers. Tell us what you think the mysterious corpse could be in the comments below. UFO photo tweeted by NASA twin astronauts spending a year on International Space Station. NASA astronaut Scott Kelly tweeted this photo of India, as seen from space more than 155 miles above the surface of the Earth. UFO enthusiasts and alien conspiracy theorists were quick to notice the upper right-hand corner of the photo, where blurry lights can be seen hovering in space. Kelly's been periodically tweeting photos he takes from the space station with brief descriptions of what's featured in each photo. On the photo from day 233 of his year in space, he wrote, "Once upon a star over southern India. Good night from space station. #Year in space." The editor of the blog UFOsightingsdaily.com claimed Kelly might be trying to tell the world about the existence of aliens. Kelly is spending a year in space as part of the NASA twin study, while his twin, Mark, stays on Earth for comparison to study the effects on a person spending a year in orbit. Could Kelly be hinting at the existence of aliens, or is there another explanation for the lights in the photo? Tell us what you think in the comments below.
Fireball spotted over Bangkok. Was it a meteor, balloon, or space junk? This video, captured on dashcam, shows a blazing fireball hurtling toward Earth over the sky of Bangkok early Monday morning. If you think this video looks fake, think again. Other amateur footage shows the same celestial event from different angles. But what was it? Probably not that, dude. An official at the Bangkok Planetarium told the Bangkok Post the object could have been a burning balloon. Another possibility is that the object was space junk. SatView.org reports that satellite Flock 1B11 entered the Earth's atmosphere at around the same time as the sighting. But the most likely explanation, according to Saran Pashiachinda of the National Astronomical Research Institute of Thailand, is that it was extraterrestrial. He told CNN that a satellite would have been traveling on a west-east axis. He also said the meteor likely burned up before reaching the Earth's surface.
California UFO was secret Navy missile test. Or was it? This video, seen over 3 million times on YouTube, was shot in the San Diego area by Julian Solomita on the night of November 7th. As you can see, a few seconds after being just a weird bright dot in the sky, the thing lights up like something out of a Steven Spielberg fantasy. It's a freaky sight to behold, and yeah, about 1 million people were pretty unnerved. Here's Julian's reaction.
What are your best guess at what that was?
That's UFO.
Like, was it close or was it really, really far? Because it looks really close.
It looks really close.
It's still, you know, it looked for a second like a crop duster, but it had this blue trail behind it. I don't know what that was. One of the weirdest things I've ever seen. It's like right over the valley, just over the 405. Very creepy.
The U.S. Navy said the UFO was in fact an unannounced Trident II missile test flight, launched off Southern California from an Ohio-class sub similar to this one. Okay, sure, we understand U.S. military stuff is classified, but how on earth did they think this was just gonna sail by unnoticed? Millions live in the area, and 911 was inundated with calls, which we're sure understaffed emergency services really appreciated. The Navy probably got a bunch of folks needlessly excited about the rapture while freaking out a bunch of sane people as well. Not cool. Okay, it was kinda cool. What do you think? Should the Navy maybe at least tell local authorities in advance next time? Or do you think this missile test explanation is just another New World Order cover-up?
Mysterious Mars rock formation, Marshenge, built by aliens? A circular rock formation, spotted in photos of Mars' surface taken in the 1970s by a NASA probe, has sparked the curiosity of alien theorists and space-minded netizens who are focusing on the similarities between this and the terrestrial Stonehenge monument in southern England. This image, created by Scott Waring from UFO Sighting Daily, outlines the pattern of rocks in what has been dubbed Marshenge. Nigel Watson, author of the UFO Investigations Manual, is quoted as saying, "Pyramid structures have been regularly spotted on Mars that have been linked to the ancient pyramids of Earth. Now, with Marshenge, we have a link with our earlier prehistoric structures." Stonehenge is made up of around 100 large upright stones in a circle with horizontal rocks on top. Archaeologists believe it was built in stages, starting at least 5,000 years ago. It was once used as an ancient burial ground. Estimates say that every year up to 1 million people visit the monument, which is designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So what do you think? Is there a connection between Stonehenge, Marshenge, and aliens?
Did NASA's Kepler telescope just find alien megastructures? Space boffins are scratching their heads over a recently discovered star and what its surroundings could mean for the universe. Between the Cygnus and Lyra constellations sits a peculiar star named KIC 8462852. Light patterns from this star suggest it is old. However, it is surrounded by debris like a younger star. What this is what scientists are trying to figure out. In a recent paper, scientists speculate the debris may be an asteroid belt or comets. However, in another scenario, some suggest it might be extraterrestrial megastructures. Extraterrestrial intelligence researchers at Berkeley are reportedly seeking to point a radio telescope at the star and listen for signs that might indicate technological activity. Although it's possible that there may be some mistakes in the data. Either way, the research could yield some exciting results. But what do you think? Is the Empire building a new Death Star? Or is this just some space junk?
What is the Dyson Sphere? Alien megastructure theory explained. Space, the final frontier. Endless, boundless, magnificent. But enough trekking from the topic. One question that has piqued boffins, scientists, and almost everyone is, are we alone in the universe? One popular idea of what space debris recently discovered by NASA might be is a Dyson Sphere, essentially an energy-absorbing megastructure that envelops a star. This hypothetical planet-sized structure functions as a power station, capturing the star's energy output and eventually energy from the surrounding galaxy, harnessing energy from the sun like a solar panel. Another idea is that the structure may be a swarm of thousands of satellites tethered together, collecting energy and sending it to a central location. This idea is similar to the notion of space-based solar power, where a gigantic spacecraft placed between the Earth and the Moon would collect energy from the sun and transmit it to Earth. Freeman Dyson, the man who popularized the Dyson Sphere concept in 1960, has sought to distance himself from it. Still, that hasn't stopped the concept from being used in science fiction, comics, and even television. But what do you think? Are we really alone? Or are the Wookiees coming?
Potential alien megastructure isn't the Death Star we were hoping for. So after weeks of speculation that maybe, just maybe, the human race may have discovered an alien megastructure built by a super advanced extraterrestrial civilization, it turns out that the anomaly is probably just a bunch of ice and dust, says NASA. Damn it, federally funded scientific research! When will you make me a lightsaber? So no, it looks like it's not the Death Star we were hoping for. An anomaly around the star KIC 8462852 that scientists earlier this year posited may be evidence of an alien megastructure is likely to be a swarm of comets, new research suggests. NASA used the Spitzer Space Telescope to observe data from the star in infrared light to test for other possibilities of what the debris might be. NASA says that if planetary impact or an asteroid collision was the cause of the debris, there would have been excess infrared light surrounding the star. Spitzer found none. While NASA doesn't rule out the megastructure theory, it gives more weight to the notion that comets of varying shapes and sizes are what caused the anomaly initially observed. So is that it? Will Yoda and Boba Fett not be joining us for the premiere of The Force Awakens? Are we really all alone? Sound off in the comments and let us know. NASA finds flowing water on Mars, but they're afraid they might give it Earth cooties. The internet exploded on Monday following NASA's announcement about flowing water on Mars. Alien conspiracists are one step closer to doubling up with an alien on a water slide. Okay, let's keep it real. Pickling may be the best use for that Mars brine. Cue the hashtag California drought jokes on Twitter. Everyone was cashing in on the opportunity for a quick laugh. But we wonder which bottling corp will be the first one to actually cash in. That is, if Matt Damon doesn't lay claim to the flowing salt water first. NASA said they're being careful not to get too close to the water out of fear of possible contamination from earthly creatures aboard the Mars rovers, which may not have been properly sterilized. Come on! When has an Earthling ever threatened another species? Wait, never mind. With NASA receiving less than 0.5% of the US federal budget, a Salt Stream front property real estate boom might be what's needed to fuel future Mars missions. And if we do find life there, hey, at least we know we can waterboard them for survival tips.
Salmon Parks, a driving instructor and Whitby Town Council member, claims to have contact with aliens. Parks recalls his first contact at age 11 when he was transported aboard the alien ship. On the ship, he met his mother, a giant green extraterrestrial. Parks maintains contact with aliens to this day and has an alien wife, the Cat Queen, who teleports him into her ship 4 times a year to see their son, Zaka. Parks also gets to make love to his Cat Queen wife when they meet on her ship. However, Parks's human wife is not at all pleased by his extraterrestrial extra family. Parks's experience closely resembles that of fictional character Simon Wagstaff in the novel Venus on the Half-Shell, pseudonymously written by Kilgore Trout.
Who likes good news, everyone? Then good news, everyone!
Canada's former defense minister Paul Hellyer has gone on record several times about his belief in extraterrestrials and UFOs. But just yesterday he appeared on RT Network's Sophie and Company to give us some, well,
bad news, everyone.
Hellyer believes our civilization has advanced already from alien help given to us from time to time. He says they already hold the keys to helping us out of some major jams. The only problem is we can't stop our warmongering ways. There's no way an alien society will give us the keys to unlimited power if we use it to kill. He believes it's because we invented the atomic bomb, and as far as other life forms in the cosmos are concerned, we'll probably use it again. If we do, it affects not just us, but also others in our corner of the universe. Now, whether you think Hellyer is a nut job, or if he's actually telling us some,
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone!
perhaps we should all take heed to what he said with a few grains of salt. Wars and environmental damage is bad, folks, and maybe we should start to help each other before we destroy ourselves, right? And as crazy as he sounds, perhaps it's not so far-fetched to think that we might need a little external help in our internal issues. Professor, what do you think?
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
UFO spotted in Hong Kong? Is there UFO in the sky? Hong Kong residents are no strangers to UFO. The most recent incident happened on October 9th, after 250,000 strikes of lightning within 6 hours. People claimed they saw UFO in the sky all over Hong Kong. But experts said it could be caused simply by some reflections. Residents of Yuan Long area also spotted flying objects in May. But the myth was soon busted, as it was just a sounding rocket. The most well-known UFO group sighting in Hong Kong happened in 1978. This shiny giant UFO was seen flying over Washing House around Moon Festival. It finally flew towards the ocean and disappeared in the skyline. Many believed it was just a helium balloon. Well, if you never spotted a UFO and feeling left out, just watch a movie.